This is the European Week for Life here in the European Parliament in Brussels. Debates are being held on abortion, or so-called sexual and reproductive health, euthanasia, and stem cell research. Here's what some members of the European Parliament and international activists have to say.
The European Commission spends billions of euro, taxpayers' money, to promote or even to provide abortion around the globe. It is, of course, highly illoyal to the countries where that kind of practices, supported by the EC politically and financially, are usually illegal.
MSI never defined the term menstrual regulation in the reports to the Commission, but we will see maybe what it is. The project in Papua New Guinea began in 2005 and was supported by 730,000 euros from the Commission, a sum representing 85% of the total cost of the project. And as a part of the services provided in Papua New Guinea, a country where abortion is legal only to save the mother's life, MSI reported that it was providing training to individuals to perform induced surgical abortions.
Since the African peoples are not able to explore their mineral resources, which the Americans need, therefore they link the reduction of the African population with the exploration of their mineral resources. So then it is in writing. And this is to this day the official American policy. Whether they apply it or not, whether they are conscious of it or not, it's the American policy to reduce the population, to cull the population of Africa, so that eventually their resources will be made available to the United States and the European Union.
Member of European Parliament, Mikolasik, why are we funding abortion around the world, in developing countries especially?
Well, I'm horrified that Europe is still continuing to fund those programs under the coverage of those ambiguous terms like sexual health and reproductive rights, which, according to WHO definition, is including abortion. And it is clear that by doing so, we do support abortion.
Tied my hands on the operating table in a certain manner, and they put a needle in and told me to go to sleep. And when I later had my daughter, another child, they put me in the same position for the cesarean, and at that moment, whoo, everything came flooding back. And instead of trying to be in the moment of enjoying the birth of my daughter, I was reliving a lot of trauma of the actual abortion. I had two traumas. One was the rape and one was the abortion. I could forgive the rapist, but I could not forgive myself for having killed my own flesh and blood.
MEPs are drafting a new policy on development aid. What would you say to them if you had the chance?
I would recommend the members of the European Parliament to listen to women who have had abortions. We know what it's like to go through. We know that many women are not given the full information. The women in the African countries, they don't know what they're getting into. We can buy the abortion pill over the internet, and they can have this at home, but they can bleed to death. And is that going to go on the maternal statistics for death? No, that was because of an abortion. These numbers are incorrect. So they need to listen to women, because we can tell them what happens if you have an abortion.
It's still subject to different interpretation, so there would still be that loophole, I'm wondering if we can't find other terms entirely that, it doesn't have to be sexual and reproductive health, because the danger would still be there, that it will be open to different interpretation, that at the end of the day would not fulfill the objectives, which is to actually protect the health of women, So I think there's a need for some other definition that captures what we really want to do and is less open to ambiguity.
The best way, I believe, to promote maternity health is to organize a systematic effort to establish health centers, maternity centers in Africa, to guide those women to how to protect their children, how to practice abstinence, as Uganda has done, to avoid the promotion of the promiscuity, of AIDS, HIV, STDs, etc. So a clean health policy that you exclude abortion, contraception, sterilization, but promote the correct growth of the family institution. Without the family, there will be no society. And to promote indiscriminately, as they are doing today, abortion, contraception, sterilization, you want to do immensely more harm than good.
They're angry at the people who talked us into aborting our children. The society is full of ideas of, you have to get rid of it, you can do that, it's easy, just do it in a few minutes. But where are these people afterwards? Where is the soft, warm place to catch women afterwards? And when we are feeling so lonely and so alone and so cut off from ourselves because we cut off our babies as well.